I do wonder, Mythos, it's great that I don't want to undermine that. It's great that there's testing and it's great that everyone's been brought in, but I feel like there's probably a bigger conversation to be had about the type of wake up call that this is. And if there are concerns that you all have about future models, whether maybe not Mythos preview because it's not going to be generally released, but let's say there's an open source model that comes down the pipe that could have this in 6 months, 12 months, 18, if we're being really generous. What does that maybe mean about the threat landscape and how it's going to evolve?
I'm glad that the organizations are coming together to do that so that that kind of technology and capability gets in the hands of defenders who can then build that to build more exponential defense for the industry globally. That said, it's to your point, it's only a matter of weeks, months, probably not years before we have another model that's developed that has similar capabilities or maybe even more groundbreaking capabilities. What I think that part of the key is that it's starting to really feel like what's old is new again. And it feels like we've gone back a decade when we were all worried about the current advances in technology during that time and how quickly they were disrupting change. I think that it will be incumbent upon all of the security companies as a result of that to really refocus on defense in depth. And I think we've all been focused on that a lot for a long time, but it's much easier to say than to put in practice for most organizations. And what I mean by that is a layered defense that really assumes every application, every account credential, every device in your environment can and will be compromised. How do we actually operate through that in a way that still protects our most critical data and ensures that we've got eyes on that action we can detect as quickly as possible, contain it, and then be able to respond in a way that allows businesses to continue to operate? I think that becomes even more important than ever, and we now have to do it at machine speed and not human speed.